And it's the Suns to start out. So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Now here's Booker. No good on the triple. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. Lets it go from deep. And the three-pointer goes.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Pass to Towns. The 3. Drains the triple.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoyed going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Here's Booker. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Booker's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Towns. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Durant against McDaniels. For 3, Booker. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. Give him 8 points now.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
The shot by Conley. No good. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Ooh, Ayton with the block.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
And Durant slams it home.
How about Durant getting acrobatic and putting on a show for this crowd? That's impressive.
Pass to Towns. Oh, denied by Durant. And they get it back. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Second chance shot. Edwards can't hit. And there's the foul. It's on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The Suns leading. Outside Paul. Outside Booker. The kick out to Paul. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
I'll tell you what, it's really remarkable to see it just about 6 feet tall, and that might be generous. Chris Paul is a dominant player in the painted area, and he does it with skill and craftiness.
McDaniels passes to Towns. McDaniels a screen. Looking to win the run. Towns can't get it to go.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Ayton inside. He's guarded by Conley.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
And the second free throw is good. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Conley passes to McDaniels. 5 on the clock. And here's Edwards outside. Another miss by Minnesota. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. And Durant with the big finish.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
The shot by Conley, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Paul passes to Durant. They grab their own miss. Great positioning on the putback.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Hayden beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
5 ticks left in the first quarter. Here's Durant. No good on the buzzer beater. And we've reached the end of the first quarter.
And please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And he's able to get it back. Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Nice D from Durant. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Left side, Paul. Left side, Durant. Goes up on the wing. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Boy, if you allow Durant that look, he's going to punish you. I mean, it's that simple.
Up top, Edwards. The Suns clear it. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Okogie. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Inside, Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Towns slamming it down to show the defense exactly what he can do. That was a pretty dominant move by the Cat.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
And Kevin Durant, post-Achilles surgery, no apparent decline, Grant. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he's led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
To the paint. It's tipped. Paul with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now. Booker fires from way outside. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Timberwolves have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. McDaniels finds Towns. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Kevin Durant. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Now off the inbound. And it's powered home by Towns.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
And they pick up 2. Durant's got 13.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
Outside Edwards. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Here's Okogie. 6 to shoot. Now Booker. And Booker with the jam.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Towns a screen on Paul. Conley passes to Towns. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Nice shot by Okogie. And the Suns lead by 17.
It is a welcome sign for sure. When Okogie connects from deep, it really expands his offensive game.
McDaniel throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Paul passes to Booker. Here's Okogie from the arc. Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Towns down low. Second chance effort.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length where he's
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Phoenix, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got Jalen Noel. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Reed in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Pass to Noel, driving to the basket. Here's Alexander-Walker. Outside, Anderson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Oh, powered down with both hands.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Anderson gets the bucket.
It's not easy to work the ball inside of this league, but they've done it all night.
And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. For Phoenix, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
On the wing, Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. Out to the wing. Here's Prince. He's covered by Warren. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
You know, Naz Reid initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Naz Reid an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reid did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Pass to Prince. Back to Noel. Kicks it out to Anderson. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. Ross for 3. And it's Noel with a rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Oh, swiped away. In transition, here come the Suns. Here's Shamet. Here's Baisley. Sinks it from distance. Baisley's got 5.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Noel drives in. Pass to Prince. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
You know, Taurean Prince is not the guy you want to send to the foul line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Here's Shamet. Pass to Baisley. Launches a 3. Here's Landale. Kicks it out to Warren. Here's Shamet. 4-3. On target from range. Shamet's got 7 now in this quarter. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. It just makes everyone on this team so much better. He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Here's Shamet. Here's Landale. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Warren. Ross passes to Warren. Shot clock at 6. Here's Landale. Outside Ross. Back to Warren. From deep. Goes up again. Outside Ross. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards and one trip down the floor.
And that's where Ross has been most efficient. Raining it off the catch. Love it.
Pass to Prince. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. Here's Anderson. It's blocked. Here's Shamet. He has 7. Outside Ross. With the crossover, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
You cannot give Ross room to launch. Can't let him take flight. When he's this close, he's going to hammer it home.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Conley passes to Towns. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Outside Durant. From deep three-point range. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Conley.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
For three, Booker. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Conley. Left side McDaniels. Back to Conley. Oh, Durant with a steal. From deep. And again, it's the Suns missing. Oh, it's stolen. On the wing, Durant. Takes the three, and there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Durant's gone 1 for 4 from distance. Edwards, a pass to Conley. Back to Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And here's Edwards outside. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the three consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Paul against Conley. Outside for Booker. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Okogie. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Towns down low. The kick out to Edwards.
2 minutes.
Back to Towns. Here's the 3. Gobert with it. And it's Paul picking him up from deep. Conley. Gobert passes to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and he gets it to go.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Conley against Paul. Outside Booker. Takes a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Suns.
And it seemed like steals ended up making the difference in this game.
No question. Their ability to force mistakes and turn them into points gave them an upper hand tonight.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Devin Booker.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Pass to Towns. Back to Conley. Now here's Towns. Down low. Here's Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Outside Paul. Pass to Okogie. For 3. The shot that time not on target. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Towns for 3, and another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Now here's Paul. From downtown, the shot off that time. So it's the Suns winning this one easily.
That's the end of the game.
Exceptional effort on the road.
Tip-off goes to Minnesota. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. The post pairing, Batum and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Edwards against George. Out to Conley. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Edwards.
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Outside Edwards. Over George. Edwards finds Towns. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard, the pass to Batum. Bucket is good.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Edwards against George. Conley scanning the floor. The kick out to Towns. Back to Conley. Puts the move on. Batum grabs the miss.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
George dishes to Batum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Conley against Westbrook. The dish to Leonard. Just 3 to shoot. Wide open look here for Zubac. He can't get it to go. And Minnesota now the other way. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Tyronn Lue. Dave, what do you have to say?
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to put the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Westbrook kicks to George. Batum a screen on Edwards. George against Edwards. Batum, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
One thing that is not going away is Nicholas Batum and that length that he possesses. Great job on the offensive glass there.
Conley into the lane. Pass to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. An easy 2 points on the lane.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive. And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota. But out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Minnesota in the lead. Conley the pass to Gobert. And he comes up with the deuce.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And Westbrook, here we go.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Edwards inside, defended by George. Gobert out to Edwards. Second shot opportunity, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 1. To the paint, stolen by McDaniels. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That 3 off the mark. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. At the crossover, again the Clippers.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
kick out to Town. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Here's George. Shoots. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. It could go. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far.
And please give a big round of applause for the Pub.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, it's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 42%. George against Edwards. It's not going to go for him. And the Clippers will come the other way. Leonard finds Batum. Back to Leonard. Batum passes to Leonard. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Conley dishes to Edwards. Towns at the elbow. Paul George with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Westbrook kicks to Zubac. George against Edwards. Leonard on the wing. Shot from free throw range. And the shot is long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
George against Conley. Now the pass to Gobert. Out to Conley. Outside, Towns. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space, just clanked it.
George with no one around. A miss that time would have put him up.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
You know, you appreciate Zubac's focus on close-range looks as a big man.
Well, Zubac's one of those big centers that's burly and tough and rugged on the inside. And while other bigs are searching that three-point line out, Zubac's looking to get deep into the paint. And look at his shooting percentages over the past couple seasons, up around 60%. That's good shot selection, great consistency.
It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George against Edwards. Trying to end the drought. Here's Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
The assist.
Zubac has got the game tied up here for the Clippers. Conley against Westbrook. Left side, Edwards. To the middle. Here's Towns. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Towns has got 5.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Westbrook against Edwards. Leonard the pass to George. Batum trying to break loose. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Leonard with the steal. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Second personal foul.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
Outside Leonard. On the wing, Batum. Zubac kicks to Westbrook. Over Conley. No good off the front iron. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. Only allowed 5 points in the quarter. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Edwards. Made that one only his 4th of this game after firing 10 times from the floor.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
The 3 from George. Hits it from three-point range. George has got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And with every season, Brand, it seems like the league gets more diverse and international. Certainly keeps the play interesting.
Well, the skill set of the younger players that come into the league is absolutely scintillating. And those different styles, those different techniques, that's the great thing about basketball, is that you can find something within each player that you like to steal or borrow, but it's unique to them.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Toronto's going with. Plumlee out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Alexander Walker, and he lays it straight in.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside Gordon. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Now here's Powell. Here's the lob to the hoop, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Yeah, that's what he's doing best right now. Plumlee loves to convert as close to the rim as possible.
An efficient scorer. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him, because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Chalk up 2 there.
An efficient scorer inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Here's Noel, defended by Gordon. Alexander Walker passes to Noel. And he makes that one.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Gordon. A 3-pointer off the mark for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Prince kicks to Reed. Pass to Alexander Walker. Prince, right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Reed. A 3. Drills the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Powell sets a screen for Gordon. Lobbed up there for Powell. And the dunk by Powell. And not even three-quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's Noel. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Noel's got 4 points in the quarter.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
Powell with it. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
I like that hoop from Norman Powell. Shoot it close to the hoop. Forget the long range stuff. Make it easy on yourself.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Anderson against Morris. Now Prince. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Noel. Gordon with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-hand shots to fall. 80% since the break. Now here's Plumlee, guarded by Reed. Here's Covington. The rebound by Prince. Covington with the steal. Kicks to Powell. Morris looking over the floor. Plumlee with a screen on Anderson. Morris, no good. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Prince. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Back to Anderson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Kyle Anderson getting physical with the defense that time. That helps him draw the contact.
And he knocks down the first one. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Alexander Walker. And Mike Conley subbed in for Noel. Outside Westbrook. And he converts the layup. And the Clippers lead by 1.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Who doesn't love to see David take on Goliath? Their huge throwdown.
Here's Westbrook. Driving to the basket. And finished off by Westbrook.
And the burst from Russell Westbrook paying off that time. That's an impossible play for the primary defender to stop.
Conley kicks to Edwards. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Russell Westbrook.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Batum passes to Zubac. Outside for George. Batum sets a screen for George. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting.
Please give a big round of applause.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
And just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Conley kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Westbrook passes to George. Back to Westbrook. Takes it out to Leonard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's George. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. George has got it all tied up now for the Clippers. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Edwards. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Leonard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Leonard the pass to George. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Conley kicks to Gobert. Outside Conley. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Not gonna go that time. 80 that time from Leonard. Here's George. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Edwards, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touch by George. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
It's Westbrook with the drive, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, he's been in these spots before, and you can see Westbrook wants it and comes through.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Conley kicks to Edwards. He dishes it to McDaniels. 4 on the shot clock. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
1:30 left to play in the final quarter. Here's George to the right side. Screen by Zubac. Leonard attacking.
A chance for Kawhi Leonard to step up and make a big impact here. We all know he can deliver.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Minnesota.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's been on.
Throughout the game, the mid-range area has been their bread and butter, continuing to pull up from there with a tremendous amount of confidence.
Comes down low. Batum's there. Now here's Conley. He's covered by Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Shot clock reset for the Timberwolves. Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. With 1 on the clock. Oh!
Yes.
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Conley against Westbrook. Outside Leonard. Zubac finds Batum. Batum sets a screen for George. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Edwards looking it over. Left side, Towns. And we are headed to overtime. A 2-time defensive stop. And they come up big Possession now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll return shortly. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and oh, the power on that threw down.
You got to cut off these lanes if you're the D. When Towns spots one, he's coming through full force.
Westbrook with it. Conley picks him up. That gives them the lead. And the Clippers lead by 1.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
Oh, Leonard in position.
2 minutes remaining in overtime.
Just 5 on the clock. Outside, George. Over Edwards. And no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. And here is Conley. And there's the pass to Edwards. This is to Gobert. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
George against Conley. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nicholas Batum. Clippers on defense. They trail by 1. Outside Edwards. Clock at 6. Plumlee with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. To the inside. Leonard on the wing. Zubac with the screen for Leonard. Over in the corner, Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Good to get the shot off in time.
You can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Down low, shoots it. Fires for 3. Frames it from downtown.
Give them credit. They worked hard all game. Now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort for the squad.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 4. We've got 13 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Guys, what's your take?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one, and they had some nervous moments down the stretch with it.
An air of confidence to the Suns as they arrived earlier today. Playing in front of your home fans always puts a bounce. Well, you got to expect a low-scoring game tonight, Grant. Two terrific defensive clubs fighting to lock each other down.
Both these teams are elite on the defensive end. These guys won't be making it easy out there. When there's lots of stops, lots of forced turnovers, it can be very difficult to find a scoring rhythm.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Clock is at 3. And there's Leonard on the assist by Westbrook.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
And the slam was so good. But the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Ball against Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. George with it. Fires the 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
Over his career, George has put up great numbers from deep. The ultimate 3-and-D player.
What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Westbrook outside. Pass to Morris. The three. Phoenix grabs the miss. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
And Ayton with the stuff.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Here's Leonard. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Phoenix ball.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Outside Booker. George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Westbrook with it, and it's Paul picking him up. He shoots it. And the Clippers miss again.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
Come on. If you're going to go for the crazy dunk, you better finish it.
Up ahead. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Driving inside. Offensive board. Ayton. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Offensive rebounding is all about wanting it. Fantastic effort there, leading to second chance points.
Paul with a steal. In transition, here they come. And there's the lob. And Durant with the big finish.
Beautiful timing from KD. He just knows when to get up there for the alley-oop. All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside Paul. Back to Durant. And Durant slams it home.
This is the length that Durant provides on the offensive boards. Love whenever he puts it to use like this.
Well, when it comes to free throw shooting, Paul is one of the best in the league.
Well, in 2021, he was the best in the league, hitting 93% of his shots he took from the stripe. You're simply better off letting him take the shot clean.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Westbrook against Paul. George outside, looking to end the drought. And he gets that one. George has got 5.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact into his finish.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Russell Westbrook.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Both free throws good from Booker.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Booker against George. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. Nails the 16-footer. He has 7.
And just taking what the defense gives up. George is such a smart player who has no problem shooting from there.
Here's Durant. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on Morris.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
You look at Durant's game and you instantly see all the hours of hard work that went into shaping it. He's so polished in every area. His skills are so sharp.
It's George with the drive. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. George with a steal. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Phoenix Suns. He puts it.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns. The Suns leading. So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. For 3, Durant. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. And so here are the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Back to Westbrook. They set a pick. Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Paul. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Up top, Paul, hounded by Westbrook. Booker fires from way outside. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. George for 3, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
With an efficient jump shot and limitless confidence, man, I'll tell you what, George is a threat just about anywhere on the floor.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Paul against Westbrook, and the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Tries to keep it alive, and it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Ayton, the screen on George. Shots blocked. They recover it. Zubac with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Morris can't hit. For Phoenix, they've got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. Pass to Booker. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Durant, and it's Durant with the finish.
A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
Westbrook against Paul. Westbrook, that's good. Westbrook's got his first points of the game. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
Leonard's shot's good. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Count on Leonard to not get held back by the contact. He goes right through it to get his shot off.
Outside for Booker. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Durant going inside, and Durant slams it home.
This is how terrifying Durant can be on the drive, using those long strides and then taking flight.
Westbrook, the pass to George. He's off on the layup.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
And that right there is anything but your typical slam dunk. That is a showstopper.
That's what you'd expect to see in the dunk contest. A double clutch reverse. Man. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Booker finds Durant. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
Yeah, so strong. Ayton and one. Ugh.
That's good from Ayton. 32 seconds left in the first half of this one. Up top, George. Will it go? Kevin Durant pulls it in. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. Durant with a screen on Leonard. For 3. Booker knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 8.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And so,
Your Suns, 31. The Clippers, 18.
and there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
We've got T.J. Warren. Terrence Ross is out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Darius Baisley. And it's Landale in at the 5. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And he's good on the second. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for L.A.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
Let's see if that block can amp up this team. I mean, they're looking for anything to get themselves going.
Ross for 3. He buries it from 3. And the Suns lead by 17.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. We love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
In the paint, Westbrook's agility makes him a tough cover. He just slips past the D and gets his shot.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Outside Ross. George with a steal. It's Powell on the wing, looking for his first basket, still in this one. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Clippers making a change here. Plumlee's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Morris. Covington's checked in for Paul George. And it's Gordon in for Westbrook. Gordon with a steal. Here's the break. Here's Covington. It doesn't go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Pass to Warren. Back to Shamet. Outside Ross. That one no good. Batum with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Powell passes to Batum. And he converts the layup.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Gordon, the pass to Powell. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Left side, Ross. And And another basket for Phoenix.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Shaman. Pass to Ross. Back to Shaman. Gordon with a steal.
Phoenix foul. Terrence Ross. First personal foul. Second.
That free throw good from Gordon.
And you oftentimes hear about players at peace with their game. Well, that is Eric Gordon, a knockdown shooter with physicality. Plenty of room for that in today's NBA.
And he makes it. Powell's got his first basket.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Pass to Ross. Uses the glass on the layup. And Gordon, the 7th pick back in 2008 grant. Never quite an all-star, but he's been an impact player at times in his career.
Well, you know, B.A., I mean, he's been a key contributor to some quality teams. And when his shot gets going, you can be in trouble.
And there's the drive, and he goes in for the dunk.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And the bucket is good.
Yeah, such a long, wily player. Covington is skilled at taking contact and powering right through it.
Here's Shaman, defended by Gordon. Ross for 3. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Here's Powell. Soft touch off the glass. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Shaman, defended by Gordon. Back to Shaman. That one drops for him. Shaman's got 5 now.
That's where they'd like all their shots to come from.
Now Gordon. Batum outside. 4-3. Doesn't go for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
And please give a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Norman Powell. Then it's Mason Plumlee. And it's Gordon in at the 1. George. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
An elite player in this league. It's Paul George stepping up, scoring in bunches tonight.
Outside Paul. Booker with a screen on Westbrook. Outside for Booker. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. To the inside. Here's Durant. No good. A bit long that time. The Clippers shooting efficiently. 50% so far. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Booker against George. The kick to Durant. And Durant slams it home.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Here's Booker, and Booker with the jam.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Here's George, driving in, and Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Fires the 3. Suns keep it alive. Outside Durant. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's George. Pass to Morris. Out to the right wing. Here's Zubac. He takes it in. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Okay, when you let someone with this height get this close, it's going to be nearly impossible to stop, especially when he has that big of an advantage in this category.
Ball passes to Booker. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. RJ, you played with some of the greats. LeBron, Duncan, Dirk, Jason Kidd, just to name a few. But if the game were on the line, who would you want taking the last shot? Put you on the spot here.
I'm going to be really honest. I have been in great situations with all of those guys, and they have all delivered. So this isn't, but I'm going to go with the person that's delivered the biggest shot of my career, and that was Kyrie Irving. He hit the clutchest shot in NBA history. Argue with me if you want. You're going to lose it.
Shooting for the Clippers.
No argument here. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of. Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Team putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Stolen by Booker. Durant with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. Durant with the bucket. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Suns? The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Westbrook. Excellent D there from Booker.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And so here are the Clippers. Pass to Zubac. Fires the three. And the Clippers miss again.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-3 run.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Suns.
And as we see the game wind down, you have to remember all the second chance buckets this team put on the board.
They definitely won it with their offensive rebounding. We watched them attack the ball and turn misses into makes all game long.
And what a huge performance it was for Kevin Durant.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Paul. It's hauled in by the Clippers. There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Pass to Leonard. George outside. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
And a deep three from Paul. Takes a three. Leonard pulls down the board. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 19-footer. And again, it's the Clippers.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
It's a shame, really. If they've been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Outside Paul. Outside Durant. From deep three-point range. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
LA ball.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd.
guy's been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Ayton kicks to KD. It's hauled in by Edwards. Into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Now here's McDaniels. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Edwards looking it over. Here he goes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on 8.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
You know, basketball historians will remember that the Minneapolis Lakers, Doris, won 5 titles before relocating to Los Angeles in 1960.
And I think the current crop of T-Wolves fans, Kevin, see this as a completely different franchise from that historic team. In their minds, they haven't won a championship yet, and that fact should really motivate this current roster to get one for this group.
Now Gobert following Durant's three-point attempt. Conley kicks to Edwards. No good on the shot. Good D by Booker. The Suns have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals. That one misses. And Minnesota now the other way. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3-ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
A big cheer for your son, Dan.
Phoenix is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Conley against Paul. Out to KD. They need this. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
A shot by McDaniels, no good. Suns still looking like they're getting going here. Still without a basket in the game. Here's Booker. Gobert with the block.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Great, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
That's a 2 from Towns. Here's Gobert. Out to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside, Towns. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's good for 2. 6 points for Anthony Edwards.
Taking the contact in the NBA is such a critical skill. Anthony Edwards, the frame and the game.
Booker outside. Back to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by Chris Paul. Edwards passes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Paul against Conley. The three from KD. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. The Timberwolves shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid number.
And the Suns call time.
Phoenix timeout. Get on your feet right now, crowd. It's time to fire off some t-shirts. A big cheer for your Suns Dancers Dance Team. Come on.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Conley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Towns finds Conley. The kick out to Towns. Knocked away. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Towns missing.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And the basket by Okogie.
Now, passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Here's McDaniels. Takes it inside. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one.
The previous play is under review.
The play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, and so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the one spot, driving the lane. Here's McDaniels. He's got 5. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. KD finds Booker, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Conley up top, defended by Paul. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Now here's Conley. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The assist.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Ball outside. Outside Durant. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. mouth. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul. Timeout call for Minnesota. T-shirts could be coming your way. The loudest band shirts.
Here's a Kogi. Kicks it out to Booker. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. The shot's good. And that's now 7 points for Chris Paul.
Boy, this is an art Chris Paul mastered a long time ago, scoring in the paint against the tightest defense.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
From the inbound. Oh!
My goodness. Man, that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's KD. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
All the officials are all over that one.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
Here's Towns. Crafty move. And the dunk by Towns.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Here's Paul. Lays it up off the glass. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
2 minutes.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Durant against Towns. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on 8.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Gobert with the block. 1:19 left to play here in the half. And here is Conley. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Well, battling hard. That's an impressive move by Towns. He'll go to the strike.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Suns trail by 15. Booker looking around. Durant. That one's not going to go. Towns with the defensive effort. The Timberwolves have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. McDaniels finds Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert double team. And here's Conley outside. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Conley against Paul. Will it go? And it's good on the way in. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Conley with it. Outside, Towns. And he slams it down right on top of Kevin Durant.
How about the creativity, the athleticism? That's a rare combination for a guy his size. Go to work, Cat.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now we'll send it up. Okay, David, much appreciated. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with 8, and it's a Kogi in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. And so he hits both. Suns trail by 19. And that's an intentional foul. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
And here are the Suns now. Here's Landale. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Shannon.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
And the jam by Ross.
Well, Terrence Ross's game lends itself to a dunk waiting to happen. This guy is tremendous as an athlete.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Good, that one on target from Noel.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. And here's the fast break. Ross leading the way in the corner. Shannon with it. From beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Driving to the basket. He gets that one.
Jalen Noel.
Noel's got 6 here in this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Shamet. Pass to Landale. And here they come. Up top, Reed. He's covered by Shamet. Now, here's Reed. T right on him. Makes it off the glass.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
For 3, Ross. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
2 minutes.
Here's Edwards, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. It's stolen by Gobert. Passes to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns embraces the responsibility of being the primary scorer offensively. And boy, if he's in rhythm, it's a nightmare for the defense.
No good from Booker.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Conley kicks to Towns. Back to Conley. Clock at 4. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Suns ball.
Suns have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Ball passes to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. Conley against Paul. Poked away and taken away by Paul. And now the fast break, Durant with the ball. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. KD's got 6 points.
Boy, it's incredible how many times Chris Paul has led the league in steals. This guy has active hands.
Towns kicks to Edwards. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Loses his grip and misses the dunk. Phoenix shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
What we are watching with Kevin Durant, guys, is simply greatness. This guy will go down as one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen.
Paul left side. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Booker dishes to KD for the 3. A second chance effort, and it is good. And the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Timberwolves lead by 19. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the 4th. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point guard. And Booker kicks to Ayton. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Outside Conley. Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Driving in. That one good for 2. Edwards got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Timberwolves. Left side Durant. There's the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Out to the wing. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Some solid defense from Ayton. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. With 3, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. Towns kicks to Edwards. Going inside.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Conley, the pass to Edwards. And there's the drive. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And Edwards drops them both. Phoenix with the ball. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Booker with the screen for Paul. Booker up top. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
For three, Edwards. That shot missing, so Phoenix will take it the other way. Booker with a deep three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. And the dunk by Towns.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. Towns, no luck. Suns trail by 20. A deep three from Durant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Back to Edwards. Pocket 2 over Paul. Edwards can't hit.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
The pass to Okogie. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. Now, McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Back to McDaniels. Now here is Conley. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Leonard against Edwards. Leonard passes to George. Zubats, screen. George, that one's good.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Outside Edwards. Into the lane. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. First quarter of play, a minute in. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
So dangerous in the pick and roll game. Westbrook dishing it.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Edwards against George. Pass to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, we got some flair on that one. Westbrook is vicious when attacking the rim.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's George. And George with the jam.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Conley against Westbrook. Here's Towns. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Now here's Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
He's such a ferocious player. Westbrook nearly snapped the rim that time.
Westbrook against Conley. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Five on the clock. The kick out to Conley.
2 minutes remaining.
Shot from the wing. And that one's long.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to McDaniels. Inside. Here's Gobert. Back to Daniels. From outside the arc. Drills it from deep. McDaniels got 6.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It goes on Mike Conley.
Russell Westbrook's ranks on the all-time list are incredible. He's in the top 100 for points, rebounds, assists, and steals. And don't forget, he's the triple-double king.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And with Westbrook, is there anyone you could see breaking his triple-double record?
Yeah, I think Luka Doncic has a chance. He's already in the top 10 on that list and has a long career ahead of him. I remember thinking no one would break Oscar's record, but Russell did it. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook slams it home.
Woo! On the drive, Westbrook turns on the Jets and flies past the defenders.
Conley finds McDaniels. Towns with the ball. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And so Towns nails them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Westbrook against Conley. Oh, and the dunk by George!
Letting it all hang out when George takes flight. Just enjoy the show.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Edwards. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter here. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Westbrook outside. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And your Clippers, Houston team. And check out who's coming up.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and their focus.
You also have to commend them for their fearless attitude offensively. They've been productive when driving to the basket.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Ooh, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Conley against Westbrook. Outside Covington. Zubac with a screen on Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Covington no good. Minnesota in the lead. Towns with the ball. Guarded now by George. Edwards against Westbrook. To the wing, right side. Towns passes to Edwards. Right side, Conley. Shoots over Westbrook. Kept alive. Covington against Towns. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the lay-in. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Towns against Covington. Westbrook outside. Shoots. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Conley passes to Towns. The 3 is up. Left side, McDaniels. Towns with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Basketball.
Here's Edwards. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead.
Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Minnesota with the ball. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Towns passes to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Here's Conley. Rebound by the Clippers. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times. And he's a block machine.
And that one falls for Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Outside McDaniels. Back to Conley. Outside McDaniels. To the left side wing. Towns for 3. Another miss by Minnesota. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. Wide open look. Good on the bucket. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Now Towns. Here he goes. The kick out to Conley. Up top, Edwards. 6 points for him. Here's Gobert. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. Goes back up. Leonard with a double team. McDaniels can't hit.
Minnesota charged with a foul. Jaden McDaniels. First personal foul.
That's good from George.
A rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Here's Gordon. Pass to Plumlee. Stolen by Reed. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Ahead with 4 on the clock. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
He got it off in time. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. All right, Allie, thanks for that.
Your Clippers, 23. The Timberwolves, 28.
And as as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Kyle Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Naz Reid. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Here's Noel. Pass to Alexander Walker. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Noel. Anderson with a screen on Gordon. Noel, 4 on the clock. Shot on the wing. Plumlee pulls down the board. The Clippers trail. Here's Batum. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
All right. Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Outside, Anderson. Pass to Noel. The 3. And finished off by Anderson.
Getting himself to the rim, Anderson continually finds ways to impact the game.
Gordon outside. Now here's Powell. Back to Gordon. It's Powell on the wing. On the take. Oh, and Reid with a block. Plumlee passes to Powell. Plumlee, it's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Anderson against Batum. Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the steal. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Powell with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Here's Batum. Reid with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. The 3, Gordon. That shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Noel, defended by Gordon. Anderson passes to Reid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Down low. Shakes it. A slam dunk by Reid.
Playing with good instincts. Nikhil making those around him better.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Here's Powell. Batum outside. Over Anderson. And the Clippers miss again. The Timberwolves shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Here's Noel, guarded by Morris. A slam dunk by Reid.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And for Los Angeles, they're shooting a low 29% since halftime. Gordon, the pass to Powell. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Anderson against Batum. Back to Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Prince. For 3. Batum pulls it in. Well, Los Angeles shooting a nice 50% for the game. 3 on 3. Here's Reid. A slam dunk by Reid.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Gordon on the wing. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. From deep, Prince with the bucket. And now a 12-point Minnesota lead.
Prince has gotten better at creating his own shot, but the catch and shoot game is still his specialty.
Timeout called, the Clippers.
Hey fans, it's now time to get excited. Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Once again, let's hear it for your
30 seconds left in the third. Leonard passes to Westbrook. To end the run. And there's Leonard on the assist by Westbrook. Leonard's got 6.
For a number of seasons, Russell Westbrook has averaged double-digit assists.
Pass to Noel. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. Fires from 14. It'll count.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
Well through 3. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's Conley. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook outside. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal
And
foul.
taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
High effort, fast break plays. They have been very effective for them in this game, generating a lot of points for them.
And they've also been so active defensively, getting deflections, forcing turnovers, and scoring off of them.
Now here's Conley. Towns with the ball. Conley on the attack. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Here's Westbrook. Off the left rim and out. Outside Edwards. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Towns a screen on George. And he lobs it up top. George with a steal. Here's Leonard. Count that one.
And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Towns down low. Covered by Covington. Outside McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Westbrook. And that one drops for him.
Nice job by Russ, attacking the interior, hunting down a high percentage look.
Westbrook against Conley. Outside Edwards. The kick out to Conley. with the drive, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assisted by.
And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
You won't find many players with the quickness of Mike Conley. He can dice you up.
Westbrook against Conley. Stolen by Conley. And he lobs it up. And out of bounds, the Clippers will take it.
Yeah, communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
The Clippers running out of time. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks it to George. Takes the three, and that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Conley passes to Towns. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Covington. Pass to George. 1:02 left to play in the fourth quarter. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
59 seconds left in the game. Outside Conley. And here's Edwards. Launches it. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
So much of rebound is about positioning. Effort. No lack of it right there.
Leonard against Conley. Ooh, poked away. And stolen by Leonard.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
George, good.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Outside McDaniels. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
And so it's Minnesota with the...
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin.
They did, and it showed, and it was fun to watch. Terrific. David, thanks. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns.
After missing the playoff.
Something else.
And using all of his 7'5" wingspan, Durant turns backwards.
Here's Westbrook. Outside, George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Westbrook against Paul. It's hauled in by Zubac.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Now here's Paul. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Oh, the jam by Durant.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Outside, George. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Suns basketball.
The Suns have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Paul outside. Ayton a screen. Paul with the ball. Now Covington defending. And that one's good, Ayton.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Westbrook wide open. He fires. Good on the 3-point shot. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Outside for Durant. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
And Durant still has that flush, just an easy deuce for him.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Offensive rebound, Zubac, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Passes it to Ayton. That's in, coming off the assist from KD.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Westbrook against Paul. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 5.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Paul. Durant with it. Westbrook picks him up. 6 to shoot. Booker outside. Lets the 3 fly. The offensive rebound. Pass to Durant. Stolen by Westbrook. To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Ayton. And he gets it to go. And it's 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
And stolen by Ayton. And the pass to Okogie. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on George.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Josh Okogie. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 4. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. 3-pointer. Hits the 3-point bomb.
The defense has got to try to hassle Leonard as much as they possibly can, especially at the arc. He's too accurate.
Booker outside. From the arc. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Booker finds Ayton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ayton's got 8 points.
DeAndre Ayton dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big he can get off of that screen so easily.
Leonard looking over the floor. Covington a screen on Booker. From deep, George. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Durant. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Russell Westbrook.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
So he gets them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
George hacks a 2-pointer. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns.
Your fans, please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Suns.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Now here's Westbrook. To the inside. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Here's George following the basket by Chris Paul. The 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
Outside, KD. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Durant nails both of them.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Westbrook kicks to Covington. Covington setting the pick for George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
That shot wide open. Booker's got 9 points.
Well, Booker looking to get quick revenge after that score.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
And it's Paul George with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Down low. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Right side, Durant. Shot clock at 5. Package to the hoop. Here's Ayton. Nice move. And it's blocked by Covington.
You'll see why he gets blocks. Covington's length is always there.
Clippers trail by 10. Outside Westbrook. He dishes it to George. And it's George finishing it off.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Booker with the screen for Paul. Booker outside.
2 minutes remaining.
Good, and Paul gets the assist.
2 minutes.
Booker's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Westbrook kicks to George. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. George has got 19 points.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now, here's Durant. He's got 14. Sweet move, and finished off by KD.
Yeah, little you can do now to slow him down. Durant's such a phenomenal offensive talent.
Outside Westbrook. To the middle. George, no good. Phoenix leading by 10. And KD the bucket on the assist from Booker. Durant's got 18 points.
That's a nice little 8-iron chip shot for KD.
It's Westbrook with the drive. That shot off. The Suns go the other way with it. Durant dishes to Ayton. Launches it. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. George finds Covington. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And that one goes long. So we've reached the end. Thanks so much, David. We'll step away briefly.
The Clippers, 34. The Suns, 44.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And, guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. Andrew Shamet is out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Warren, and it's Baisley in at the 4 spot.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Morris outside. Outside, Batum. 5 on the clock. Powell, the pass to Plumlee. Ross grabs the board. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shamet has been great from the three-point line. 42% for three as a rookie.
Here's Powell. Phoenix able to drain the three. Here's Highland. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And you could see he knew exactly where that long rebound was coming off, able to get there quickly and snatch it up. They have a good plan going right now, and they're starting to create separation.
The game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy's just too much speed.
Here's Shamet. No good on the three. Clippers trail by 17. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Ross, he takes it in.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And that one drops for him.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's Highland. Powell with it. Shot from the top of the key. Shamet with the steal. Ross for three. Rebound by the Clippers. Batum wide open. He fires. Doesn't go for him. The Suns go the other way with it. Here's Landale. Pass to Baisley. Ross with a wide open look. Sinks the three-pointer. Ross has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's a good look from Baisley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
2 minutes.
Kicks to Powell. There's the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. 1:35 left in the third quarter of the game. And here is Ross. 6 points for him. Down low, Batum with the steal. And he drives in, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line. About 79% of their free throws.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Robert Covington comes in for Nicholas Batum. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Morris. And George is subbed in for Norman Powell. Now here's Durant. He's got 20. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
And Covington says, bring it on. I'll take the contact, and I'll still finish.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Paul outside. And finished off by KD.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now, here's George. 21 points in the game. Goes up on the wing, and he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, these nights where he just decides to start dominating offensively, and Paul George making it look like that tonight.
Here's Paul. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line. Not missing their chances when they get them.
There's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give them a chance.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. KD's shot is off.
Okay. Better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Booker dishes to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Westbrook kicks to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Fast break, here come the Suns. Durant's got the ball. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. The Clippers again turning it over.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Ball against Covington. Beyond the arc. And KD the bucket on the assist by Paul. KD's got 27.
And KD decisive that time, wasting no time, rises up and fires.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Want to be an all-star guard like Devin Booker? You might want to start hitting your share of triples.
Westbrook drives in and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really, whatever your take on Russell Westbrook is now, you can't deny his place in NBA history. Voted as one of the NBA's top 75 players of all time.
Greg, it is impossible to argue against Westbrook belonging to that top 75 players list, isn't it?
It really is, Kevin. I mean, his career numbers and accomplishments speak for themselves. A very unique player, easily one of the best during his prime.
Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And here's KD for 3. Kicks it out to Booker.
2 minutes.
From deep. He's off on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Leonard finds George. Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
First team foul.
Suns leading by 15. Ball outside. Booker looking around. 1:27 left to play here in the 4th. Knocks down the 3 ball. Booker's got 21.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
Tonight they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. Ball outside. Back to KD. From deep 3-point range. And he recovers it. Passes it to Okogie. 6 on the shot clock. Back to KD. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.